Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? So you guys have now tuned in to my Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. We are back and better than ever, and this episode actually to me was pretty good. It had a lot going on, a little bit of drama, a little bit of shade. You know how these ladies do. I was just looking at this and I'm like, I don't know if I think I would have been like the Porsha, or my kind of character is more like a Porsha or maybe a Kandi. Like pretty calm for the most part until I feel like I need to get to that level. Sometimes I could even kind of relate to Cynthia. But those are like the only three that I feel like I'm kind of like at, you know, when I think about myself. Because I know that sometimes when people push me like that, and they be really pushing Porsha, it's almost like they want to see her go off. Especially Kenya. It's like she knows, okay, this girl can go crazy, and then I'm going to be the one to play the victim. So she uses that card, and she plays with that card. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what she does. So, yeah, those are the people that I feel like I can kind of relate to the most out of these ladies. So let's start off. We start off with Phaedra's hanging out with Kenya. And they're looking for things for this glamping trip that's coming up. I thought it was a joke at first, but they really want me doing this glamping trip. And Kenya, they was talking about the incident that happened last time. And Kenya is talking about some, oh, yeah, like, why did Porsha act like that? It just came out of the blue. And I kind of was happy and kind of gave Miss Phaedra a little round of applause because she actually was like, no, it didn't come out of the blue now. Like, you was kind of jabbing and poking at her. Like, let's not pretend like we don't know what's going on. Why it happened? You know, and that's exactly true. And I'm happy that she actually mentioned that as opposed to just going along and smiling and joking and laughing with her new bestie. So, she did say something about she felt like this whole thing was like real urban and how she felt like Porsha was being attacked. And she's like, oh, let's stop using that word attacked. But at the end of the day, that's the word. Like, she only likes the word when it's being used in her favor. But she doesn't like it when it's her, you know, quote unquote attacking somebody else. So Porsha goes to see her doctor. She tells the doctor what happened the other day and, you know, how she was kind of triggered out. They was trying to come for her. He's like, wow, it does seem like you were kind of being bullied in this situation. And she does talk about the trip, and he says it actually would be a good idea for you to go, but maybe you should have like a support system or something that can kind of like just kind of bring you back down when you get up there. So, you know, she's not really sure if she wanted to do it initially, but at least him telling her to actually go kind of helped her to make a decision later on. Now, oddly enough, Cynthia, she goes to meet Matt, and I'm like, why's she going to meet him for? But the reason why is because she wanted to find out what exactly it is that's getting him upset and making him do the things that he's been doing lately, because their relationship has been getting out of control. Him breaking up her things, her breaking up her glass and all of that. So he tells her that it's respect and the communication are lacking in their relationship, and that's what's been getting him to that point lately. And she's just like, you can't get to that point because there are legal ramifications that can be taken against you if you continue to do these things. You know what I mean? So, and she does mention that that Kenya is a little bit of a drama queen, and she understands, like, you know, like kind of where he's coming from, but she's saying by him doing these things, he's kind of acting like a drama king. I mean, she said what she had to say and took little notes that she can go back and talk to Cynthia about. But when she goes to talk to Cynthia about it, Cynthia kind of like blows off the handle and is just like, oh my God, like, you're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be defending me. Why would you say that I'm a drama queen? Like, you know me. You're not even, it almost feels like the time when she denied their friendship. Like, she just took it to a whole nother level when Cynthia didn't even have to do this. She literally went out of her way in order to try to help fix your relationship because she felt bad for the way that things are going with her. You know what I mean? She got her own relationship issues she got to worry about, but she over here trying to play Mrs. Fix-It to Kenya and Matt's relationship. But obviously it was not taken well, and it was not something that was appreciated. You know what I mean? Her taking her time out. Like, this girl literally walked away like in tears, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you didn't defend me. But yeah, she was saying that she didn't like the fact that she was being looked at as the bad guy. Shamia, y'all remember Shamia from before. She's getting married. She's Porsha's bestie. And Kandi decides to throw her white party for, like, a white party. Yeah. But obviously some of the girls didn't get the memo because Marlo came, Cynthia came, and Sheree came, and none of them had on white. I'm like, you guys are supposed to be the core of this whole thing, like the Real Housewives, and you come like with not even the right outfits on. Like, you just messing up the whole flow of things. You know, and that's the kind of stuff that annoys the crap out of me. Like, I would definitely, if I'm having like an all white party, I'm gonna stress the fact, like, I'm gonna be on some Diddy-ish. Like, yo, if you don't come with your all white, you're not coming in. Like, I don't care if you're my uncle, my family member, like my sister, my brother, you're not coming in unless you have on all white. So if you want to try to come in with the wrong outfit, you better come early so that you can go back to the store, go get something white, and then you come. You know what I mean? Like, if you really can't wear white, then you just can't come, because that's messing up the whole color decor. Like, that's the reason why somebody makes a party a certain color, so that everything can just look real nice and color coordinated. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to mix it up with a little bit of gold, a little splash of red, like, you know, you could do that. But nah, the base of everything has to be white. Like, I'm real, like, funny like that. That's why I don't try to do, like, color coordinated parties or anything like that. I try not to do parties that much in general, unless it's just like my core friends, like a handful of people, because I'm one of those people, like, everything has to be perfect, unless, or I'm gonna go crazy. Like, literally, like, there has to be the right food, there has to be the right amount of liquor, there has to be, you know, the right amount of everything. Like, the house has to be spotless, like, you know, even though it's gonna get dirty, like, stuff like that. Anyways, I was just saying, like, dang, I wish I had a friend to throw me a luxurious party like this. Like, dang, I didn't even know they was that tight like that, you know? Like, if anything, you would have thought that maybe old girl Porsha would have been the one to throw a party like this. But then again, Kandi's the one with the most fun, so I guess it kind of makes sense, right? But yeah, Shamia walks in and she looked like she was super surprised at the whole thing, because she didn't know about it. And she asks, like, where's Porsha? And they're like, oh, you know, Sheree's like, Portia's not coming. Because Porsha, pretty much Porsha and Kandi, you know, they had their little falling out. So she was invited by Kandi. But the fact that they had that little incident, Porsha didn't want to come. And I felt like that was kind of childish. Like, if somebody's your best friend, like, you should never let no one else not allow you to show up. You know what I mean? Like, that would hurt me too. And I understand why Shamia was starting to go into tears. Like, just at the fact that her best friend is not there to be there for that special moment. Like, would you not go to her wedding if Kandi was the one funding it? Like, you know, that I felt like that was just a stupid reason to, like, not go. If anything, just don't sit next to her or whatever. Like, you're playing a high school game right now. And that's the same thing Shamia was saying. Like, at the end of the day, regardless of anything, you should put that aside. They did speak later on, and she's like, you should have put that aside, and you should have showed up for me. Like, regardless of anything. And then Sheree, you know, messy Sheree, she makes sure she brings up the fact that Phaedra's saying that she done had sex with everybody's husband, and she said all these things, like, in front of Porsha, and Porsha really ain't say nothing, which is pretty much true, because they showed the clips over and over again. I mean, at the end of the day, Porsha could deny it to Shamia in her face, but once she sees the clips, she's gonna see that it actually did happen, which is the messed up part about it. But yeah, honey, messy Sheree is like the messiest one, talking about she want to bring the truth to light. Girl, you only want to bring everybody else's truth to light, but if it's about her, she trying to keep it to herself. I mean, she don't do too much, like, talking behind people's back from what I see. She more so let people do it. Like, she'll open up the conversation and let other people do it, and then she'll bring it back to the person that they was talking about. Like, Slick Rick type of thing going on there. So Porsha decides that she is going to go to the glamping trip. And Sheree, she has all the ladies come over to her house. And but not to her house, like outside her house, where she had like a nice little crystal setup. She has the little crystal glasses, wine glasses, you know, some champagne popping, some little foods there, little finger food, so they can get a little something in their stomach before they go on this bus with everybody else. And right down the block, I did not know that Chateau Sheree and I forgot what they call Kenya's Kenya's place. I didn't know that they was that close. Like, they're literally like a couple, like a walking distance away. I didn't know they was that close. But yeah, she has everybody like outside eating or whatever, and everybody else, they go to Kenya's house. and they just kind of like chilling, talking. It was a lot of them over there. Kandi brought her friend, and Porsha brought her sister for support, which was nice. I feel like it's good for Porsha to have somebody that's really, really down for her, because she has Phaedra, but I feel like Phaedra's like flip-floppy. Like Phaedra be cool with you one minute, and then another minute she kind of be quiet and silent, like she don't want to get into it type of thing. So it just kind of depends on what Phaedra's mood is, if she want to defend you or not. And that's not, I don't know. Like, I mean, I understand you don't always want to get into everything, but I feel like Porsha's a better friend. Like, she's the one that will defend Phaedra to the fullest, while it's not always done on the flip side. But yeah, anyways, like I said, she got her sister and all that. So all of them, they get on the bus, and the shade is immediately being dropped. I mean, I was just like, really? And Kenya's just like, oh, she's surprised that she's there. And I like the fact that her sister, once again, was there to have her back. And she was just like, you know, if you guys would let her talk, that, you know, I feel like her sister was really trying to stay out of it and not trying to say too much. But she was really like, you could tell she was annoyed. You seen her roll her eyes a few times when Kenya was talking, or when Kandi was talking. I don't know why Kandi's going so hard on Porsha. I just kind of feel like Kandi's doing a little bit too much. And y'all know I'm usually team Kandi, ##. But I don't know. I just feel like Kandi, she got something going on. Like, some reason, maybe she heard Porsha say something about her, or something, she holding it inside. But yeah, something ain't right. But this Triple A is gonna be a whole ton load of fun with all these women here. They got Marlo here, and Marlo, you know, her and Kenya ain't too fond of each other. So I'm looking forward to see how that little dynamic duo, you know, clashes. Because I heard her, like, in the coming attraction, she was saying something about, oh, her mama don't even like her. Like, she was taking jabs. And she's the one. She's like a good match for Kenya. Like, I'm loving me some Marlo right now, because Kenya, I feel like she just likes to go, and just jab, especially at Porsha. And just, she doesn't get it back like the same way she gives it. Like, Sheree's kind of close to being one, but they don't go that hard. But Marlo will stab you, pull your guts out, throw it on the floor, and stomp it. Like, what? You know, like, she takes it to the next level. I was thinking about it in my head, like, wow, that's really gory. That's really horrible. But yeah, y'all know what I mean. But anyways, yeah, so things about to get crazy. I'm looking forward to it. What's your favorite scene or part? What y'all looking forward to? Guys, make sure you comment down below. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, supporting your girl on her second channel. And stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.